Hi, welcome again back to Ecology in my backyard, in your backyard. So today I'm beside a foxglove plant. The Latin name is Digitalis. I'll tell you where the origin of both names are. Foxglove came from the fact that when foxes, like the red fox we have locally, when they're tracking their prey, they will walk like a fox, very carefully laying each foot down so as not to make any noise to alert their prey that they're approaching. And that was so well known that there became a fable or a myth arising around that foxes would take the inflorescence of the flower, which is long and skinny from this plant, wear it like a sock over their paws as they're tracking down their prey, and that's where the name foxglove came from. The Latin name digitalis comes from the fact that it's a long and skinny, and it's almost like you could stick your digit or your finger into the plant, and that's where the name digitalis comes from. This is a perennial plant. It grows on this side of our driveway every year. It comes back in the same spot. And this plant is actually useful for medicinal benefits. Back in the 1780s, people found out that it could slow down irregular heartbeats and enhance the strength of the muscular contraction of the cardiac muscle. And so they would harvest these plants and collect the distillate when they heated them up. And that would be given to patients as medicine called digitalis. The way it works is it poisons the sodium-potassium ATPase pump that allows sodium to be traded for potassium at the cost of ATP in an active exchange mechanism. That's poisoned by this, and what that ends up doing is increasing the level of intracellular sodium within the muscle cell. That intracellular sodium, the body wants to get rid of it. So what it does is it traffics through transmembrane proteins the sodium from the inside of the cell to the outside of the cell by bringing in calcium. And calcium strengthens and prolongs the contraction of the heart contraction, and that allows for a higher volume of blood to be pumped out at a lower heart rate to supply the body's oxygen needs. So that's a pretty neat medicine. Now another name for this is called dead man's bells, and what that gets into is the fact that the active ingredient in these plants can vary from plant to plant. So it actually was quite deadly. It could kill you if someone gave you too much of a dose. And in the early days, when they didn't have a good way of regulating how much active ingredient was in this, people were given this for the heartbeats. It could slow their heart way down, and actually kill them. So another name for this is actually witch's gloves. Now the entire plant contains the bioactive ingredient or the toxin, so you should keep away from plants and animals and children. But it has an unpleasant taste to it. It doesn't taste good, so very rarely does someone get any kind of excessive dose that will cause a problem. But this is in my backyard, and there's lots of great ecology in our backyards around us. The history and the ecology of this plant is pretty interesting, so I hope you enjoyed this video.